Good morning, and welcome back. My name is Adam, and this is Loot or Die. We're starting a little late today. Traffic was a bitch. But I'm home, I'm back, and I'm ready for some dead cells. We're going to play some more bingo today. We're continuing to refine our bingo list. It's getting better and better. And I gotta say, these bingo runs are getting pretty fun. We're getting a lot of interesting runs, not too many conflicts, and there's definitely a lot to work with. I have refined a few things since our last bingo game. We've decided to adjust a few parameters, and we're going to continue adjusting them in order to create the best bingo possible. This is definitely going to take a little bit more time to tweak in full, but you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about it. How are y'all feeling? Hope you had a good weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. I had a fantastic week, almost a week off. Got to spend a lot of time with the wife, went to do a lot of interesting things, went to interesting places, had interesting things to eat. We went to Victoria and had some tea at the Empress Hotel. It was pretty nice, actually, I gotta say. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. I've never had fancy tea at the Empress Hotel. If you've never heard of it, it's definitely very interesting. I liked it a lot. Welcome back, friends. And good morning. Hello. It is Monday. Well, it's Monday for me. And it's Monday morning for me. Hopefully it's someday for you. We've got more dead cells in the works, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this this bingo thing. It does create a lot of novelty for me, and it also hopefully creates some fun novelty for you guys. That being said, I need to put my script into a JSON validator, because I might have fucked up the code. It's okay. It only ever takes a tweak or two. There it is. It's right at the top. Of course it is. I knew it. Let's get it right up there. You guys aren't going to see this. It doesn't matter. You're fine. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, hopefully all y'all are well. Yo, the son of Steve. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Hell yeah. Welcome to the Void, my friend. Enjoy the silly emotes that come with that. And of course, ad-free viewing. We don't do a lot of ads here, but only the ones we have to. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me just double check here. Where's the code? I gotta check it. Son of a bitch. It won't allow me to do the thing. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Parry a boss to get arrows back. Didn't have a comma at the end of it. That's all it took. That's all it took. Savage, but true. All right, let me just add my bingus card here, and then we will take a quick look at our bingo. There it is. Perfect. Alrighty. Let me just bring up our... I'm going to bring up our bingo series. I think I'll be able to make some of this a little more automated, but for the most part, it's pretty smooth at this point. For the most part, it works. Fantastic. And there we are. We have our first bingo list available. Let's take a look at the numbers. I wonder how savage it's going to be. So first off, we want to see Sharknado. That's going to be interesting. So either a purple or a... oh, who has done this? Oh, that finally came in. That was so weird. That took forever to actually pop. Well, regardless, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let me just quickly grab my bingo card here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that there, actually. What we're going to do... actually make a separate window for myself. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. I don't need to see me. I can just see you. Perfect. And we're in it. We're in it to win it. All right, nice. We're getting closer to our sub goal too. We're gonna do a Nintendo Switch day with you guys if and when we hit the coveted 50. We'll do some Tetris. We'll do some Mario Kart. We'll do some F-Zero. Maybe we'll even do a little bit of Mario Galaxy. I'm very close to the end of a Mario Galaxy 2 run, and it's so good. I was so impressed. Mario Galaxy 2 is amazing, man. It's still a very good Mario game. I don't think it's as good a Galaxy as the first one, but in the realm of Mario games, it's still phenomenal. I'm just saying. All right, so we want to see the Sharknado set. Nope. Yeah, purple. So no wall secrets. That's our first condition. We'll never eat veggies. We're not allowed to take masochist. That's not terrible. Oh no, the plague is a brutal mod. Oh, have at least 2 flasks, meaning we definitely can't go below that. The plague is going to be brutal. No legendaries, no legendaries. That's tragic. We're starting with a bingo, interestingly enough. No, only boss cell 3 doors, and we're never allowed to take a spear. There you go, boom. Do I play any Zelda? Not recently, but it's one that I want to kind of play a little bit more of. I'd love to do some randomizers. Problem is I'm not good enough at any particular Zelda game that a randomizer would be a good idea for me. But I'm a big fan of the series, and I've played most of them. Weirdly enough, the only one that I haven't really played is Skyward Sword. So that's the one that I've been like thinking about for quite some time. Bell Tower Key and Sepulcher, so it looks like we're gonna have to make a choice here. I think we're probably not going to end up going to the Sepulcher here, because the Bell Tower Key requires the Clock Tower. No Tesla Coil, that's easy enough. 10,000 gold is not bad. No mixed scrolled gear. Level 11 gear. Masks are max. Ooh. Have the Yumi, so maybe we go Tactics, I think, on this set. Tactics with a what's it called? Tactics with a tornado will get us there. No fragments. Oh no, no fragments. This is gonna be a rough one. I have a feeling this is gonna be a rough one. What about yourself though, Steve? You a Zelda fan? Have any pure color triple amulet. Okay, that's pretty good. Parry a mimic. So we want to go to the bank potentially. Never buy a skill over 5,500 gold. So this was one that I adjusted the other day. We have 2 bingos. We're starting with 2 bingos. I know, it's crazy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're refining the system. Never break a golden door. Okay, so we'll just do that and we'll never break a golden door. I think that's it. I think that's all of our stuff. So it looks like we're going to the Queen and the Servants. Man, I've been getting the Queen and the Servants a lot lately. That's fine. I probably need to add more things into this list here. Take no damage from the Sepulcher or the Bell Tower Key. I feel like we're probably going to go Bell Tower Key because that one represents 4 bingos. This only represents 2. So we'll probably just say goodbye to that. But yeah, Sharknado set having a slowing weapon or skill. That's going to be a little bit harder with Tactics. But we could always put an off-color Yumi in the backpack. There's no real backpack. Yeah, there's no backpack requirements. We're never going to buy a spear anyway, so that's actually not bad. The no fragments is going to be the one that I think is really going to cause the struggle here. We're going to be kind of low. A little bit low on scrolls overall, I think. I mean, maybe we'll luck out. Maybe it won't be so bad. Love Zelda. Doing a Tears of the Kingdom run right now. Feeling about randomizers. Don't think I'm familiar enough. And that's the thing. You just you have to know kind of what's coming in a way. That's why I do this with Dead Cells, because I'm pretty familiar with Dead Cells and I can look at a board like this and say, I can do most of this. In fact, the only thing that I think we're not going to be able to do is the Sepulcher one. Now, of course, there's a bit of a cheat there. And if we don't go to the Sepulcher, technically we don't take damage from the darkness in the Sepulcher. That feels a little bit cheesy, but I think I might allow myself to get away with that. I think so. Because in theory, if we go to death, see, here's the other problem. No taking gear from death and taking no damage here. If we just avoid these, do we get the board? You know, Ellery, good morning. Welcome back. We have 2 different pets. So that and the Sharknado set is going to be tough. Man, it'd be pretty dope if we considered the shark a pet. That would be pretty cool. That would actually allow us briefly to have it, even if we just picked it up with the tornado. Anyway, it looks like we're going to go with tactics. I think tactics is going to be the color. Are my nails fabulous? My nails are fabulous. Ooh. They're, I got black on the fingies. Ooh, ooh. And I got blue, which I guess doesn't really show up too well, but blue on the not fingy, on the other fingy. I'm feeling pretty fabulous myself. How you feeling? All right, so yeah, this is going to be the tough one. I think the 2 different pets is going to be a tricky one. Although seeing these 2 are not mutually exclusive because we can do them at different times. We can do Sharknado and we can have different pets at different points in the run. So I think we're going to go tactics. Let's just jump into it. I think it's time. Thank you so much for joining me. And of course, as we find discrepancies in all of this, we are going to adjust ourselves. That is kind of the goal. Let me just take a quick look at death here, because I believe if we go death, we don't take gear from death. Really, the only real requirements here are servants and queen, and the what's it called? The timekeeper, right? If we really think about it, because that bell tower key, that's something that we need to take with us. I mean, arguably, we could say no to some of this, but that's okay. Let's make sure we work our way through it. So let's start our first run of the day. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Nice, fired up from ILNP. I don't know what that is. I don't know what ILNP. It sounds like one of those personality tests. Or is that? Oh, that's a color, isn't it? That's a color. That's what that is. All right, so with our custom mode, we need to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so randomize head on every level. I think that's fine. I think we'll go with this. Actually, right. No, I think what we're gonna do is I'm actually just going to do this, and I'm just going to randomize the outfit, because then we're not going to get any weird combos. That's not really what we wanted to look at, though. So we have to have 2. We have to have 2 flasks. So that we don't actually need to do anything with that. That's fine. I just need to not take flasks. No legendaries. Now we can recycle those legendaries, I think. I should probably specifically say in the language no taking legendaries. That might be the one, because no legendaries means they shouldn't exist at all, but I think we'll just leave that for now. In fact, I'm going to adjust the language on that within my code so that moving forward it'll be better. This is kind of how we're doing it. We're doing it live. So what is it? It's no legendaries. Okay, no legendaries. No taking legendaries. No taking legendary altars, and no taking legendaries. There you go. So now that's the language on that is a little better. No taking legendary altars, no taking legendaries. Fantastic. Okay, good. So yeah, in this case, no taking legendaries is pretty savage, but that's okay because we can still recycle them. So that'll do. All right. And what else do we need here? Do we need anything else? We need plague, right? We've got the plague. No mixed scroll gear. That's going to be a tough one. Level 11 gear max. Never buying a skill over 5,500. I'm going to need your help with that one because I'm probably going to try and do it. We're going to remove that one. Percentage of objects. Everything is allowed to be S. My last offline run, I had to be ++, and it actually worked out okay. It wasn't terrible. So venomous is off. The plague. Where is plague? There was the plague modifier. Interesting. Where is that? Oh. Wait a second. Where's the plague randomizer? I was certain I had it in here somewhere, and I thought it would have been on that bottom list. Am I just blind? No, it's just not there. That's so weird. What is the plague? Give me a second here. Let me just find this, because I swear there was a mode called the plague. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it in. Plague, dead cells. I swear. Huh. That's so bizarre. Yeah, the plague presets. Okay. Menu option. There's a plague preset. Custom, present in custom mode. That alters how health pickups appear visually. Changing meat to cheese. Interesting. So that's odd. Okay. So wait. Plague preset. Oh, you know what? I understand. It's a... There it is. So this is actually... Oh, no. Okay. That's interesting. Because that's actually a pre-made preset for the... So the reason that I don't usually choose these is because they're kind of like an all-in-one. And this is actually not going to be good for us. This isn't going to work, unfortunately. Because if we look at it, everything's designed to kill you as quickly as possible. So no health potions, malaise is multiplied, exploding monsters and doors. So that's not good. We don't want that. So I actually need to remove the plague from here. Unfortunately, we're going to need to do another board because that seems bad. You know what? All right. Or you know what? We're just going to do it anyway. We're just going to do it anyway. And we're just going to red out the plague. And then I will remove it from future. I'll remove it from future runs. This was not what I wanted. Los Plagas. It's too much of a mod is the problem. It affects so many things that it's going to not be a good time. That's good to know, though. For some reason, I thought it was a mod, but I guess it isn't. Might be. That's all right. Learning something new every time we play. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So let me make sure that everything is where we're at. Yeah, I think we're good. And then we just got to make sure we moderate. The most dangerous thing about this run is going to be fragments and never buying a skill over 5,500. So we're only going to be able to buy skills at the very beginning. And then we're going to be good to go. All right. Never eat veggies. Got it. Don't do it. And then have at least 2 flasks. All right, let's do this. Let's try our very best. Interesting. This is exactly the outfit that I had last time. How curious. We're gonna adjust our... Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for blessing the run. I think we're good here. I'm gonna change the head to something else. Although this is a cool combo. Something red, but not all red. You know what? That's pretty cool. Let's do the boss cell. Yeah. But yeah, good morning, Pixel. How are you doing? Thanks for bearing with me. It's been a late start. I was in traffic for a very long time. That's how we do. So amulets. Do I need any amulet? I need any single color triple amulet. Okay, sounds good. So that's fine. We are good to go. We are going to go purple. This is a great combo right here. This would give us a pet right off the bat. That's potentially a good thing. What else? Yumi. Do we have a Yumi in the mix? We don't have a Yumi in the mix because that could just go in the backpack and then we never touch it again. That would be good. We need to parry a mimic, so we'll want a shield. I think we're going to go with this one. I think this is the play. Never buy a spear. And then I need a slowing weaponer skill. Slowing weaponer skill. So arguably we could go with purple on this guy. But then I'm losing the backpack slot for the Yumi. So I think I will just go with this guy. Yeah. We're not going to have our slow right off the bat, but we'll do what we can. We don't need the shield yet until we run into the mimic, because it's the only thing we need to parry. So that's fine. But yeah, I had a great weekend. Very relaxing. One more time. Level 11 gear max. Just make sure everything is there. No masochist, never eat veggies. No wall secrets. That's going to be another one I got to remember. No wall secrets. Don't do it. All right. Perfect. Feels pretty good so far. So we're going tic-tacs. I like that we have I like that we have some good synergy right off the bat. Nope, nothing. Oh, there's a pet. I shall take the pet. Okay, so that's actually pretty great. We can mark that with a star because we have one of those. That feels pretty good. Yeah. Okay, we don't need that. Still trying to decide. Yeah, still trying to decide what we're gonna do. Oof, super scary. Wait, is that a guy? It is a guy. Get out of here, guy. All right, so we're gonna need to pick our equipment early on. Never gonna break a door. Don't do it. No restrictions on rifts, it looks like, which is nice. So we'll get as many of those as we can. We don't need that. Just gotta remember, no veggies, no wall secrets. No veggies, no wall secrets. And if I do break a conduct and I don't notice, and you guys do notice, let me know. Obviously, we'll have to block out a square for that mistake, but that's okay. Nope, I don't think so, Shibi. Not gonna happen. Please don't do it. Not today, Satan. Not today. Come on to you, cat. Because you are gonna jump onto this table, and then there's gonna be milk everywhere. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Stop it. Oh my god. This beautiful cat. Hi, beautiful cat. How are you? You're so pretty. Yes, you are. We love you so much. I'll get out of here. Bye-bye. Like liquid. Like liquid, this cat. She's a good cat. Hey, look at that. We found a rift. Easy. Easy game for babies. All right, so no restrictions on rifts, which is fantastic for us. No boss cell 3 doors. That's another one we'll have to keep in mind. I am not going to take that. Tic-tacs, beautiful. Beautiful. Easy rift for babies. All right, we've gotten everything we need. I don't think I have any requirements for where I need to go. I think we're pretty good early on, at least. I mean, we could go death. Ow. Ow. All right. Man, this shoots an arrow forward is kind of baller, I gotta say. No eating veggies. That's okay. Okay, we can do that. I know, kid. I know. It's devastating. Random skills. We're looking for a tornado right now. We're looking for a tornado. Because we want to see Sharknado. Honey. Oh, this cat. Look at this cat. Isn't she perfect? Isn't she just the best? Yes, you are. You're a good kitty. Except for the parts where you're a bad kitty. All right. So nothing so far. Nothing so far. All right, I gotta get this milk out of here. she can't handle it. She can't handle it. All right, give me a sec, guys. Sometimes. She's a good cat, but for real. And trust, this cat gets more than enough attention. Do not believe the cat's lies. All right, so yeah, we're looking really good here. I think, as I said, tornado is what we're aiming for here. Obviously, another pet would be great too, or not restricted from colorless items. So we should be able to grab a colorless pet if it rolls up. That would be the ideal. Now let's take a quick look at our map. Dilapidated Arboretum is where the game wants us to go. That's actually pretty amenable. But we're going to take a quick look at the toxic sewers first. Right, I took damage. Ooh, invisibility amulet. We were having an issue the other day with various amulets being too unlikely to get. So I've actually updated our amulet markers to contain 3 or 4 similar amulets. So in the case of that one, I have invisibility, reveals hidden enemies, and reveals hidden hints. Those ones are all the same category now. And I think that'll make it a little bit easier. Because I don't necessarily think that I'll find like a poison on dodge amulet on every run, but I'll find a poison amulet on every run. So I think we can kind of do a little bit more of that. But yeah, so we can either, I mean, we can go to death. Oh man, I gotta say, no taking gear from death. I guess that that has to imply maybe that like we go to death. You know, I think so. I think that means we need to do that. So we'll go death, but we can move there from the ossuary, say. We can go there from the ossuary, and we can go to the ossuary from a couple of different places. I'm thinking we'll go promenade. What do you think, Shibi? What do you think? I think she's back. This cat. Let me just double check here real quick where the ossuary is. Yeah, so ossuary, so promenade, prisoner's quarters. To the Arboretum, to the prison depths, to the defiled necropolis. There we go. So that's what we'll do. So we'll go dilapidated Arboretum to prison depths to ossuary, and then we'll go to death from there. And that's the that'll be our pathing. Fantastic. All right, cool. So in that case, Arboretum, and it's good to go to the Arboretum because we want We want to make sure that we make a bunch of money. So it's kind of cool. I mean, you know, we're incentivized to actually do this now. We're incentivized to go to various places for various reasons. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't even get the 30 door. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. All right. And I got a lot of cells because I just beat the game. I just killed the queen yesterday. So that's kind of funny, actually. That's not really going to work. We're going to have to, like, reset. We're going to have to, like, get rid of those cells between runs, because that's one of our boxes, is to have 1,200 or more cells. Yeah, so we're looking pretty good. Poison. I mean, it'd be nice to get bleeding on this. That would be pretty hot. I guess I have bleeding. I have bleeding on me for various reasons already. Let's see. What should we get? Do I have any restrictions on mutations? Not really, huh? Well, no masochist. No Tesla coil. No mixed scrolled gear. Oh, actually, I've already fucked that up, haven't I? No mixed scroll gear. Interesting. So that means I actually, I need to get rid of my weapons right now. Well, that's a shame, isn't it, Shibi? We've already screwed up that condition, haven't we? We have. I guess what? I guess we'll just get rid of it. We'll just red it out. And then we're not going to worry about it. We'll break that conduct to start, because I've already fucked it up. That's not what I wanted. Okay, this cat's got to go. Honey, you got to go. Sometimes, man, sometimes she's just like sitting on keyboards, getting in the way. I did not want an off-color mutation that does nothing, so that cost me some money. That's super annoying. Man, do I just restart this? I feel like I've fucked this up already. You know what? We're just gonna reroll. It's fine. I apologize for the false start here. I'm just gonna reroll this shit. This is annoying. The cat's sitting on my shit constantly. I mean, I love this cat, but fuck. Sometimes. Give me a second to make up another bingo card. God damn it. Yeah. Okay. Cat sitting on my stuff. Although I did make some mistakes there as well. 2 mistakes, in fact, right off the bat. Okay. Hide card initially, non-lockout, make a room, perfect. Thank you. Cool. All right. There's our new board. Let's try it again. Never recycle anything. Oh my God. That's insane. All right. What did I have on here? It was, did I have anything? No, it was actually pretty generous overall. Cool. All right. So, advanced options. Let's take a look at our new board and create a new board, because that was ridiculous. All right, so never recycle anything. That's going to be a rough one. No pets. That's easy. We just won't have pets. Have a vampiric weapon or necromancy. Yo, Mr. Parallax, welcome, and you arrived just in time for us to re-roll bingo day number 2. It's true. I just had the cat screw up a bingo card for me multiple times. But I'm just going to blame the cat. But yeah, we're going to do some of this. It's going to be a good one. So we want a vampiric weapon or necromancy. We need to kill an elite viewer. We're going to start with no weapons. We're not going to be able to do boss cell doors below 2, which is to say 1s. Everything else is available. Tactics, primary amulets only. Never buy a weapon over 3,000 gold. That's going to be wildly restrictive, but that's okay, because I'm okay with that. Okay. Cool. Cool. Parry a regular viewer. That's kind of interesting. A little over under. I guess we're going to Castlevania, aren't we? Buy everything in a shop. That'll probably be something to do earlier as opposed to later. Never buy a sword or a dagger. Root kanji with the wolf trap. That's interesting. What was the last one you mentioned? No buying an item. It's no buying a weapon over 3,000. So the other day we had it so that it was just going to be, just never buy anything over that much. And that was brutal. And so I actually split it into two. So I split it into two so that it's items or skill or weapons or skills in order to make it so that it's a slightly less punishing, because at this point, like, it means we can buy any skill at anything, whereas the weapons are the ones that are restricted. And I think that's going to be more fun for me. Buy everything in the shop's not bad. Have at least one flask is easy. Destroy the piggy bank means we're going to the bank. Have a dagger, but never buy a dagger. That's interesting. Plus weapons max. Must take incentivized biomes. Never eat food from the Castlevania DLC. Use the hunter grenade. Gross. That means we need to buy or take the hunter's grenade in the first biome. And no necromancy and no mercy. So another thing that I did recently the other day is I updated another one here, which is fill 2 slots from the various DLCs. So the issue with this one was that I found it was some DLCs don't have that many weapons or skills to them, but this allows me to take mutations from those ones as well. So then if I have mutations from the Queen and the Sea, then that gives me a little bit more wiggle room. It can be like an off-color mutation. So we're including that in there. So we're going to go after the hunter's grenade here. We're going to go after the bank here. This means that I think it wants us to be red. I think we're going to be brutality here. I think we're going to be brutality build. And then we're going to go to Castlevania as well. Looks like it wants us to go to Castlevania and go to Conjunctivius. So I think that's how we're going to go. So corrupted prison. Yeah. Takes us to Kanji. And then we have to go to the clock tower in order to be able to go to Castlevania. So that's where we're going to go. That's not bad. And we want to have a poison and bleeding weapon. So this is all pretty straightforward stuff. The only thing I really need to change here is we need to decrease our stuff. So we're going to go 0% S. Maximum level is ++ for everything. And I think that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else I really need to like tweak or remove from the game. I think it's pretty straightforward. No pets is always too bad because pets are always fun, but brutality is not bad for what we're looking for, and there's no other mods. So yeah, luckily never recycle anything is going to be tough. We're gonna have about 7. I think we're gonna have about 15% less money for the entire run. So that's gonna be pretty savage. But all right, let's try this again without fucking it up. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, here we go. We got our things. Hey, Hikiko, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you. So amulets, tactics, primary amulets only. That'll do. Tactics, primary amulets. Yeah, we don't have any fragment issues this time, which is kind of nice. Fragments were a little rough. So what are we looking at here? Start with no weapons. So all we can do is take skills. All we can do is take skills here, unfortunately. Which is to say... Yes. Have necromancy or no mercy, and then have vampiric weapon or necromancy. That's actually kind of cool. If I take necromancy, that's 2 boxes. Hell yeah. Crow feather, eh? Interesting. That's a choice. We're gonna go with these 2. 1 and 2, and unfortunately I can't take the rest of this for the sake of the box. The well, maybe shield doesn't count as a weapon. You know what? I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna say that it's a shield works. I'm gonna say a shield is acceptable. Yeah, I think a shield works here. It's okay though. We're gonna be fine. We're just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to parry everything. Well, maybe we could use the homunculus too. Actually, it's not the most effective weapon, but it'll do. Hell yeah. What was our food restriction? Oh, it's just never recycle anything? That can't be. No, no, Castlevania food. Okay, so that's fine. It's actually pretty reasonable. This is not terrible. I think Stone Machia has a lot of ideas, but none particularly stuck. The combat felt very floaty and basically only became parry-heavy combat. The OST's a banger. Sad it didn't click with me like the demo did. Interesting. Did you end up sending it back? Sure. Woo! That was much faster than I was expecting. Sir. Wow. Hell yeah. He ended up sending it back. Thought it was going to be more Dark Souls adjacent, and it wasn't Dark Souls adjacent. You know what? I just realized. Let's see here. Oh, I see. That was the last. That was the last board. I'm going to say having a slow weapon. Technically, ice kind of slows things down. That kind of works. Yeesh. All right. Well, we lucked out and got one of these. That's nice. Okay. What's happening right now? Interesting. Oh, I must have been blocking instead of parrying with it. How weird is that? Anathema, hey? There's no chance I'm taking this. Well, no, there's no chance I'm taking this. Just realized another thing I want to add to the list here. Start with no weapons, no skills, no amulets. I'm gonna add an even more brutal one here. We're gonna say start with no items. Start with no items. So basically you can't take anything. That one's gonna be pretty savage, I think. I really liked the demo for what it's worth to Stone Machia. The demo is phenomenal. Bleeding and a poison item. Do I have anything? I mean, I guess we have a poison. I guess we have bleeding. We have a bleeding item. The sinew slicer. That works. Yeah, we got to take vampirism. Gross. I might not take vampirism. Hey, I mean, if we got a colorless, maybe, but I don't know about that. I'm sure I will eventually get around to playing it. All right, so tactics primary, but we already have a tactics thing. You know, double shields, let's go. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Man, it's gonna so much of this is trying to not fuck up muscle memory, man. God damn it. I've already failed that one. It's okay, now we can recycle everything. Now I can just recycle stuff. Yes, I'm gonna take that, and we're gonna put you into here, and we're gonna put you in the backpack. Well, that's how it goes. It's nice to have a weapon finally. Okay. And you're going to break some conducts occasionally. It's going to happen. But obviously we try and avoid that if possible. We are trying to get as many of these things as possible. So conjunctivius, right. So we want to root kanji, which means probably getting a tactics thing is going to be the key here. Yeah, no. Oh, right. There's that guy. So never buy a weapon over 3,000 gold. That's not great. I can get a boomerang. We can get a boomerang. That's not terrible, actually. It'd be nice to have the damage on that. I am tempted, quite frankly, because it's the only weapon I'm going to be able to buy. I think we're going to put it in the backpack. Yeah, and everything's too expensive. Yeah, see how quickly things balloon? Savage. Like for now. All right, that'll do. Whoa! Okay. All right. This guy's shield is fucking me up. Okay, that hit so hard. We might die in the prisoner's quarters. There we go. That'd be crazy. Holy. That was kind of nuts. All right, so we have a legendary here. That's kind of cool. Enemies will thaw more slowly. They really should have made this twice as big. That would have been cool. I feel like if they had made this twice as big, it would have been dope. All right, I guess we'll go here. We're good. We'll grab a shield later. I don't need that. I think we can get rid of that for now. There was something in the wall here. All right. Damn, dude. Rough start. So we are going to go toxic sewers. Hunter's grenade. There's the hunter's grenade. I need to take it and use it. All right. Yeah. Do we buy it? Oh, I can't buy any. No, just weapons. Weapons over gold. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take it. We're going to take that. We're going to use it. It's interesting that it's red. Why is it red? Oh, there's the enemy right there. Perfect. There you go. We did use it, technically. I'm going to recycle that. Perfect. There we go. Let's go grab our... let's grab our slowdown again. I think we take necromancy as our first mutation. Right? Poison item. Yeah, we still have our sinew slicer. That's good. So we're gonna go toxic sewers, I think, because we want to go corrupted prison. Okay. And then we'll go kanji from there. We need to get a wolf trap. We need to get a wolf trap in this next biome here. Can't buy everything at a shop yet, sadly. What else did I want to do? Man, have vampirism. Oh yeah, use the hunter's grenade. Fantastic. We got it. We didn't use it effectively, but it was a thing. Damn, dude. Just not getting the kill doors today. That's okay. All right, so everything's we're not allowed to upgrade things to S. It's bleeding. That's kind of cool, actually. That'll work. Poison, electrified. I want to re-roll this, maybe. Oh, that'll do. No piercing, but that's okay. And then bleeding, cool. Electricity, huh? I feel like I want to re-roll this. I'm more likely to replace this than I am this. I'm happy with that. That's got self-synergy. This does not. I think we roll it once. Poison. Interesting. Okay, we just became a poison build. That's odd. All right, necromancy. We're gonna take necro and then we're good to go. It's not gonna be effective, but that's fine. It's not about it being effective. There you go. Or necromancy, have vampiric weapon or necromancy. We're gonna do that. There we go. I don't know why this was already full. The necromancy or no mercy, but it is legit now. All right. Feeling pretty good about all this. This is hard. I think the toughest thing for me is the fighting against muscle memory thing. Right, because we're finishing with Castlevania. I was like, oh no, I can't go to Castlevania now. But that's okay, because we're... I see, because he's locked down. Fragments are okay. Hey. Open for food. Food would be nice. All right. Hey, what's up, food? What do we do with food? Castlevania food. Cool. So just don't eat Castlevania stuff. Yeah, the slower thaw, I wish was a little more thoughtful. It just kind of feels like an afterthought. Well, that's nice. We got our 60 kill door. Kind of shows you that our damage is kind of coming together nicely. Mr. Kermat, hello. Welcome in. Good evening. See, 49%. That's actually not the worst. $51. Actually, that's pretty solid, I gotta say. Like, the Necro's kind of doing it. It's kind of going in, you know? Right. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. On color. I like it. Oh my god. You bastard. You bastard. That's what I get for no piercing. No boss cell doors below 1, so I can't take that one. Nice. I do enjoy knocking enemies into pits. 4 to a 6. We lose poison, but that's all right. We don't mind that because we're not required by it right now. Can't take any of this. Yeah, never recycle anything, I think is going to be... I think I'm going to remove it from the list. I think it might be a little bit too punishing. I think having specific things we avoid is probably going to maintain a better time. So there's the corrupted prison. That's where we're headed. But of course, we want to build as much money as we can. In fact, I'm going to pause real quick here. I'm just going to remove never recycle anything from the list entirely. I think it's too harsh. I think having a category that gets removed is okay. And I think that removing all, it's kind of like never buy anything. It sounds like a good time. Yeah, it sounds like a good time, and then it's actually not very fun. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Okay, no pets this time. Let's see here. Sure. 0.35. Yeah, it's a shame. The legendary just doesn't feel particularly legendary, you know? No. Kind of, yeah. It's just not very good. Things just thaw more slowly. Just doesn't feel particularly inspired, you know? I'm gonna take a look. This is actually 2 items. You like those? You know, we could do no lore rooms as a restriction. That's actually kind of dope. You know what? I don't hate it. Quick bow does kind of suck. Sure. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Get our Palpatine on. So there's Dracula's castle. Hey! Ah, you bastard. You grabbed onto the fucking thing with the homunculus. Oh, it's fine. That was entirely my fault. Still, consequences, you know what I'm saying? Very annoying. There it is. Cool. All right, so that's our first death in the run. It's not great. Ugh, restart the whole thing, huh? All right. That's fine, I guess. Gotta be more careful. This time, we're gonna do even better. Let's go. Yeah, I do wish that the legendary affix for this was that it's twice as big. I think that would have been cool. Or reaches twice as far. You know, something. Part of what makes the legendary legendary powerful grenade feel legendary is that it's twice the size. I did the same thing with the fire grenade, and it was awesome. Yeah, it's rare. All 3 fragments early on. Well, there's our 60 kill door again, which is nice. I will say I do like that there's some auto aim to this. That feels nice. This way. Alrighty. Okay. Nine HP in a dream. Ugh, I know. Constantly getting tanked here. I believe we got our lightning bolt from down here. I'll grab that again. Boo and hiss and all that. 50,000 is so much. Oh no. That's actually the highest possible amount of money that one is required to have in these restrictions. Am I afraid of burning out on the game? That's why we're doing bingo. Because bingo is what allows me to play the game in different ways. I was actually burning out prior to doing the bingo. And now the bingo is a new lease. And I think at this point, if I was gonna burn out on this game, it was gonna happen 3,000 hours ago. You know, even having enemies hit by this spread, the freeze would have been an awesome legendary, right? Basically, anything that's recursive, I think, would do quite well. All right, so never buy a weapon over 3,000 gold. So this is actually okay. This is actually okay. And what are we looking to get? We're looking to get a poison item. I mean, we do have technically a poison item via the crusher. You know what? I'm going to accept that. I'm going to say that the crusher having poisoning on it is eligible for this. I think that works. Destroy the piggy bank, buy everything in a shop, kill an elite brewer, and never buy a weapon. So it'll have to be a skill shop that I'll do. Buy everything in. Should be interesting. We'll take a look. Ah, and there's that wolf trap. There's the wolf trap. Generates a toxic cloud. Technically, that's poisonous. Technically, that's poisonous. I think we allow that. And we put this in here so we can root kanji with this. I think it works. I think it works. Generates a toxic cloud. We'll call that poisonous. And then I've already recycled everything, so well, not that it was worth anything, but that's fine. All right, I think we're pretty good. We don't want to get rid of anything, right? Yeah, no, we don't want to get rid of anything. We want to save. We want to start saving money now. Right, I always forget that poison water technically counts as water. I know that sounds dumb when I say that, but I think you know what I mean. Cool. All right. Fine. How we doing on health here? Health is still very low. 29%. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. Hey. That was super scary. Wait. Left wall? Nope. All right. I think that might be pretty much it. I think that's where we head to. Oh, that random assassin scroll over there. That's cool. I'll take it. And a rift. All right. Damn, that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna grab this and probably. I think we're probably gonna flask as well. Actually, 32 is not bad. We can't take the one. That's fine. That's the corrupted prison. We'll go there. We'll go there anyway. Ah, yes. Going toe to toe with these guys. Not what I had in mind. I think we definitely need the flask now. All right, go back to that rift. Okay, so remember, we need to have at least one flask, which is not bad. That's actually very reasonable. Wow, are we at 10? No, we're at 9. Okay, I was gonna say, holy, that's a crazy scroll count. I am allowed to take tactics primary. I'm not gonna take this. That's fine. Of course. Missed the coyote. It's actually very reasonable. And yeah, that definitely would have killed us. Perfect. All right. Corrupted prison we go. All right, we have officially gone to the corrupted prison. So we've got that sorted. Okay. There you go. Fill 2 slots from the Queen and the Sea. We'll have to take a look at what that actually means. Let's Good question. So Queen and the Sea. Queen and the Sea. Let's see here. DLCs. What is DLC gear for Queen and the Sea? All right, so looks like it's all weapons, which is kind of unfortunate. There's one skill. Maw of the Deep. So it's Leg Hugger, Scavenge Bombard. Okay, Scavenge Bombard. Well, we can replace the Wolf Trap with the Scavenge Bombard. Abyssal Trident, Hand Hook, Killing Deck, Maw of the Deep, Bladed Tonfas, Gilded Yumi, Wrecking Ball, and the Queen's Rapier. Some of this is purple. All right. Well, if we see it, we'll try and take it. I think for now we can just recycle this, though. It's a shame we lost a flask already. But sometimes you get got. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's bleeding synergized, which is kind of sweet. Man, this is our toxic thing, so don't lose that. Yeah. Am I, once again, just gotta double check here. What am I not allowed to have? No pets. Okay. No pets. Oh, must take incentivized biomes. Here's a question. Did we take? Was there an incentivized biome in the last area? Oh God, I hope not. I guess there would have been, maybe. Ooh. Was there? I might have to roll it back here. I might have to roll it back because I think I might have gone into a one sec here. We gotta check. Gotta make sure. Okay, one sec. Yeah, incentivized biomes. Dracula's castle was incentivized. Rip. All right, that's another square that's cooked. I might remove that one. But for now, we chose against it, so it is what it is. This is hard. Gotta make choices. All right, so next up. Networking, probably. Point blank would be really nice for the ice blast. But networking, I think, is going to be better because of the spreading electricity. So I think we'll take network. All right. Man, 10 in any stat this early on is crazy. Oops. Though, yeah, point blank might be our next thing. That's key. No. That was a double green, wasn't it? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, never buy a weapon. We can definitely buy ourselves skills. Too early to buy anything different, really. Unless we found a bleeding item to replace our sinew slicer. If we found something that did bleeding, then it would be acceptable. For example, corrosive cloud. That's actually not the worst. That is 4 elements on 1 item. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think we go... Yeah, I think we go with that because that's kind of amazing. What's that? 4 elements on 1 item? I think it's too unlikely is the issue. It sounds cool, but then it's like, that's the first time I've seen it in a very long time. It's why the amulets have multiple types on them. It's why I have invisibility and it's invisibility and find hidden secrets and reveal enemies, because otherwise it just doesn't show up 99% of the time. So then most of the time you'd end up with a dead square. So our goal is to try and create things. It's not a bad idea though, of like elements. What you could do is you could say have 3 elements on any 1 item. I think that's possible. That happens semi-regularly. 2. Poison has no effect. Yeah, right? I think that might be a good one. Let me add that. Where would he add it to? Is it amulets or items? Let's see. Start with no items. Have 3. It'd have to be slow burning weapon skill. You know what? I did have one that was have multiple things. Okay, I know the one. I've got one of my lists has combinations of elements on it. So let me just find it here real quick. Yeah, so for example, have a bleeding and a poison item, have a poison and an electric. We actually have that one there. But what we'll do is I'll add one more here to that list, and we'll say have any 3 elements on 1 item. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty solid. And I might even consider having all 4 elements on any 1 item. But it's tricky. That's a tricky one now. Yeah. I'll leave it at the 3 and we'll see if it comes up and if it feels unfair when it does. Because yeah, we definitely want to make sure that these are not only doable, but also all of them are doable at the same time. Or at least mutually exclusive if they're not. That's been the hardest part so far. Making sure that everything is mutually exclusive in a workable way. This kanji one actually is kind of messing with me a little bit because it sometimes overlaps with go to kanji. And then it's actually kind of a twofer, which I like. Oh, the number 1 door. Oh no. Man, I might have to remove these. I might have to remove the doors because it does screw up other stuff. That's fine though. Do I want any of this? I don't, do I? No, it's all trash. Let's see here. So it's corrupted. I need to go to ancient sewers. Okay, good. But I also had to go to incentivized biomes, which I'm not going to. Ramparts is technically incentivized here, but we've already axed the incentivized biomes one. As I said, yeah, must take. Is there a way to like change the language on that so that that's like a little more flexible? Not must take incentivized biomes. But like, how about take an incentivized biome? That's not bad. And then you could go take an incentivized biome and you could have a second one, which is take 2 incentivized biomes. And then it becomes a thing that you do, not a thing that you have to do all the time. Right? I like that. Yeah, and then no incentivized biomes is also too extreme, I think. So we'll go... Okay, take an incentivized biome. Take an incentivized biome. And then the second one will be take 2 of them in a single run. And that's all right. I think taking 3 might be too many. Take 2 incentivized biomes. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think that's manageable, but still fun, but also a challenge because we'll have to come up with ways to be creative around that. I think we're good. Let's go to Ancient Sewers. I'm gonna go fight Kanji. I guess technically we could have actually gone to Ramparts and then pivoted to Conjunctivius. That would have been the other thing to do. Now we've already broken that conduct, so it doesn't matter, but I could have stuck with it at that point. I think we're good, right? Yeah, everything else is really solid here. The funny thing is, technically, Corrosive Cloud is an item with both poison and bleed on it. That's kind of perfect, if you think about it. You know what? I'll allow that. I'm going to allow that. That's kind of fun. And I think I wanted point blank was what I wanted here. Yeah, 40% extra damage up close. Hell yeah. Ooh, it's the bank. This actually works out for us. This actually works out for us. Yes. Because we can still go to Kanji. We can still go to Kanji at the end of this. Nice. Hell yeah. All right. Buying everything in a shop is going to be a tough one. Gotta figure out how to do that. Oh, maybe we can do it with this. Maybe we can borrow money. I might have to borrow money to make that happen. No, I can't because of Kanji. We'll end up with a massive curse. Oh, no. That's tough. That is tough. All right, well, let's see what we can do. Strong start. Love not worrying about thornies. Perfect. Well, that's interesting. Do I want that? That is pretty dope. I think I do this. Sure. Shit. I didn't roll in time. All right, one more. Oof. We only have 3 lives total to play with on these runs, and then it's cooked. That's not bad though. That was an unfortunate mistake. Didn't see the elite. We'll try it again. Again, but better. We're on life 2 now, sadly. We get 3 before the board is dead. And certain boards will have a number of lives required conditions, so I need to be careful. We do still want to try and get it in like 1 attempt. But it really does come down to, you know, there has to be some risk, but there also has to be a way for us to reasonably beat the game. Not much is worse than getting punked. It happens, right? Sometimes you just get punked, and we really want to avoid those deaths if we can. Woo! Yep, there's our second death. Fuck. Oh no. Okay, this is our last life, and then the board is dead. Shit. Sir. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kill that elite. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open by killing that elite, and then we're gonna go get the curse. Because that is just getting silly. Now you have to beat it on this life. I mean, arguably, I could have like saved all these enemies as well. Now that we know where the curse is, but. All right, let's manage this elite. Fuck me. Woo, that's spicy. All right. Let's go grab that curse. Oh no. Man, 420 cells this early on feels like a lot. Yeesh. I rolled in the wrong direction. That's how it goes. Man, sometimes. All right, well, I guess we're gonna roll another board. This guy. Well, thanks for bearing with me. I know this is there's some growing pains here. But it is what it is. What can you do here? Let's just turn that off. Okay. Try again. Oh, I see it. Yes, I see the mistake I made. All right. Let's try it again. Okay. Again, but better. Hey, Barf, welcome.
Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Nice to see you. We're trying it again. I absolutely got punked by really easily avoidable situations in the bank. It was very avoidable. This was not a problem. And then I made it a problem. Alrighty, so never eat monsters. Never eat monsters. Copy that. Okay. Open a trap chest. It's fine. No mercy or frostbite. Have any downward smash amulet. That's good. Oh, root kanji again. Okay. Never buy a spear. That's fine. Have the panchuck or vorpan or the panchuck. Interesting. Harry a festering zombie. That's easy. Never buy a weapon over 7,500. That's not bad. Have 2 grenades. Okay. So that combined with this is basically our build. So it looks like we're doing brutality. Kill myopic crow means the game wants us to go to the fractured shrines. Fractured shrines can lead to the sepulcher, so we can go that way. Never buy cough syrup. One of those items have to be colorless. Our items are level 12 maximum. 25,000 is not terrible. Breaking a golden door, we can do that early on. 3 flasks max. That's not terrible. Once again, feeding the piggy bank, going back into the bank. Recycling the map, we can do that. Killing an elite demon, we can do that. That means we'll have to go to High Peak, I believe. There's nothing to conflict us from going to High Peak. Have 2 pets. We're probably going to have to... Yeah, have 2 pets and have 2 grenades. Well, we'll have to pick one or the other, I think. And then have a poison and electric item. Interesting. For have 2 grenades and have 2 pets. I don't think I might need to make those mutually exclusives. Have 2 grenades. Let's see what category this is in. Gotcha. And then pets. Have 2 pets. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to leave that there. I think it's unlikely, but I can't really remove stuff from those groups right now. So we're just going to have to pick one or the other. We'll see which one's the better fit. Okay. Back to custom mode. I think the only thing we have is 3 maximum potions, right? 3 maximum potions. And then I believe we can remove our restriction on S. Okay. I think we're there. Cool. So recycle the map and break a golden door are actually kind of perfect together, but man, I don't want to have 50. I don't want to have 50 curse to start us off. So, all right, again, but better. Let's try this again. See what we got. Hayabusa gauntlets. Oh, and that's a fatal error. I don't think I've actually seen a fatal error in Dead Cells like this in a very long time. Really? What was fatal about it? Weird. I haven't had Dead Cells crash like that, except in mods for a very long time. All right, let's try it again. Make sure everything's squared away. Yeah. Okay, randomized head, randomized body. Maximum number of potions 3, everything else at default. Okay. Good to go. Let's say it's a very specific situation. All right. Yeah, interesting. So now it's not randomizing my my heads. It's interesting. Okay, well, we'll try it. We'll randomize it ourselves. We're gonna get that, and we're gonna get that. There you go. Well, that actually kind of works out. Nice. like it. I like it. All right, so we are going brutality. Brutality. Downward smash attacks. That's actually kind of an easy one right off the bat. We just need to keep downward smash attacks forever. Those are not the Hayabusa boots, nor the gauntlets. Grenades. I don't have any grenades available yet. And pets. I do have a pet here. We could start with a pet. Let's just start with a pet. That gives us half of that. And then I guess we'll go with this because... Sure. Okay, no eating monsters. No eating monsters. It's really odd that I don't have another restriction there. That's fine. Okay, so we need to buy and recycle the map. That'll do it. That's nice. I want that. That's better. Right. I forgot this thing goes through shields. I don't take this weapon often enough, I think. Pretty bad, but that's okay. Yeah, definitely want them grenades, I think. Yeah, that's watermelon. Watermelon's not monsters. I like, there's that vampirism we didn't want to take earlier. I'll leave it. All right, so recycle of the map. We're gonna recycle it. Boom. Goodbye, map. Lost our money for it, but that's okay. There should be a, well, if we're lucky, yeah, there's 2 doors here, actually. We're gonna break one of these. One of these is a grenade, so I'm actually gonna take the one with the grenade. There you go. That's our grenade. That's half our grenades. Just hang on to that forever. Let's see. Random skills. No restriction on what we spend our money on. There's our second grenades, so we'll just wait. Actually, there's our second grenade if we don't want to spend any money. That's actually kind of perfect. And then we have... wait, that, and that, and that. There you go. So now we have 2 grenades. That kind of works out perfectly. I just need to replace them with that. Also have to be way more careful. No requirements on where we're going right now, although festering zombies will be in the toxic sewers. Oh, I hate that. Do I have an amulet requirement? Don't on this one at all, eh? Nice. That'll do. I'll take it. Okay. Toxic Sewers is cursed. That's pretty good. Get cursed by a sore loser. That is on our list as well. That means we'll want to go there maybe. And actually, Toxic Sewers being cursed works perfectly, doesn't it? Because we can parry a festering zombie and get cursed by a sore loser in one go. It's kind of fantastic. Got a Tesla coil to recycle over here. And that's it, eh? All right. Toxic Sewers it is. We don't need this, so we'll recycle it for the money. 50,000 is a lot. 25,000, right? Because we tanked our last board. That's all right. That's how it goes. We can take care of 2 conditions here. And we could still potentially go into the ramparts there. If we wanted to switch it up. That is not anything. We do want a colorless item though, so maybe we go to the corrupted prison. That might be worth going to. I'm happy with this. That's good. That seems kind of... Actually, that's kind of perfect, actually. First we ice them, then we explode them. That works well. I wish there was something that would kind of... that would buff whips a little better, you know? Burning and poison. Burning and poison. Nothing really that meaningful here. So no mercy and no frostbite. It's actually not bad. Have a poison item and an electrical item. Oh. Poison item and an electrical item. Electrical item is going to be the tough thing. Maybe the electric shield. You probably brute force the electric shield. That might have to be it. And then poison. Maybe we can make our Valmont's poisonous. Or we can just get a poisonous weapon. Combo's not great. Initiative might be okay here. You know what? I'm gonna go Killer Instinct, I think. I would have gone No Mercy, but... So we'll work on parrying those guys once we've cleared it. There you go. There's our cursed via sore loser. Interesting. He didn't notice me. Okay. Stop it. There we go. All right, curse managed. There we are. There's our parry. Okay, so festering zombie has been sorted. So a Vorpan or a Panchuk would actually be what we really want. Vorpan or a Panchuk. And then we want a lightning shield, I think. I think that's going to be the only thing that kind of fulfills all of those conditions at once. It does mean we'll have no actual... We'll have no actual damage coming from the shield, but that's fine. That was scary. Okay, 2-1. Very nice. That was, yeah, downward smash, right? Yeah, perfect. That worked out really well. Man, the freeze? Is it freeze on this? No, what is it? Something's causing enemies to pop and freeze, which is kind of awesome. But I guess it was the, it must have been the ice grenade. There's one of our pets, if we wanted it, but I don't think we do. I think we're gonna stick with the grenades. Ooh, that's another grenade. That's fun. Interesting. There's a mimic. Never eat monsters. That's a kebab. Kebab is not monsters, although I shouldn't have eaten that yet. Here she comes. Bit of overkill there. The comb. It's a good looking comb. Yeah, man, this thing going through shields is such a game changer. I often wonder why this weapon feels a little weak. And it's because it has a unique condition that's like super good, you know? Wow, that was awesome. I'm happy to hear he died. GG's. No. I'll keep that for after. That is nothing. Yeah. Do I need to buy everything in a shop, or is that different? That was the different one. Good, 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 good. Okay. Survival skills. Okay. Is this technically a grenade? Is the holy water a grenade? What do you guys think? I feel like holy water's not a grenade. That is a grenade. And even though it costs us money, it means, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we killed a mimic. Not that that mattered. Well, there's our grenade, though. A level 11 grenade. Whew, that would have been risky to take. Wow. Couldn't have taken it if it had been 12 or above. Ramparts. That's interesting. Just realized we're probably not going to be able to brute kanji with the wolf trap. I'll have to let go of a grenade. I mean, we can get a grenade back at some point. Yeah, if there was any, nice. That's pretty sweet. That would actually have fit the conditions that we were looking for. With an electrical and a poison item. I gotta say, I'm really digging Killer Instinct. I haven't like taken it in a very long time. Lots of curses in here, huh? It's okay. We already got the 60, I guess. Corrupted prison again. And we do want to go corrupted because there's an opportunity for a colorless item, which we might want. No door restrictions this time, which is kind of nice. I might have to give up my cluster grenade for a bit here. I don't think it's a total deal breaker though. 3% health, may as well get it. Trap chests. Dory's katana could have been dope. Okay, these are just nothings. Don't bother. Oh, we did break a golden door. Let's make sure we have that there. Ooh, I just realized kanji does not lead to fractured shrines. I might lose myopic crow here. Ooh, can I pivot? I can't pivot, can I? Oh, actually I can because it's corrupted prison. I might remove root conjunctivius with the wolf trap. I might remove that as a condition. Or maybe I'll make the myopic crow. I think we'll take myopic crow. And we will move it over to the conjunctivius spot. There. Okay, there we go. Kill a myopic crow. Yes, perfect. So that'll be mutually exclusive in the future. And I think we will say Can I pivot though? Can I pivot to fractured shrines in time? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. All right, let's focus on the mutation first. Killer Instinct is fantastic right now. It's working out really well for us. Predator could be good. Do I have any burning or poison synergy on this? So neither melee nor open wounds is really going to be the thing. Let's just take initiative. Let's do initiative and have a little bit of fun with it. I never take initiative because initiative is super whatever. But let's give them a chance. People can change, right? Here's to hoping for a colorless item we want. Yes, that is a colorless item we want. Hell yeah. Okay. I like it. So we can fill that in. Beautiful. I like it. All right. This bingo's coming together. One moment. Alrighty. No idea what that was about. Yeah, get me out of here. Ah! There we go. It's a little dicey. Oh, the bladed tonfas. It's pretty cool. I don't think we want it though. It's nothing. Man, that is kind of fantastic though. Only uses the first hit of the weapon, huh? Okay. All right. Only uses the first hit of the weapon. That's the, you just leaping around, right? And it's just all crits? Yeah, all right. Let's do it. Unless we find a Hayabusa gauntlet, in which case we got to take that. As long as it's under 7,500, which it's quickly looking like it's not going to be. 75, there it is. There's the Hayabusa gauntlet. Ah, betrayed. Well, you know what we can do though? We can take this. We can do this. We can put this in the backpack because it's cool. And now we're halfway to the Hayabusa combo. Oh yeah, right. Let's make sure we fill that as well. I'm seriously considering just cooking the yeah, you know what? We're just gonna cook that. That is not the right button. There we go. Yeah, so we're not gonna bother with kanji, I think. Oh, god damn it! Maybe we do. Maybe we do take it because we can replace the grenade later, right? Ah, son of a bitch. But the myopic crow is so much more valuable. I'm gonna take the myopic crow. It's fine. That is actually delicious though. The game immediately tempts me. GG's. Well played, game. Well played. Well played. Okay. We gotta take you out. I mean, well played on the part of that, well played on the part of that guardian there. Okay, downward attacks, but what I have is better. Man, what are we thinking? Combo? I mean, we'll take a look. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as what we wanted. All right, so if we're not doing that, we're doing myopic crow. So we want to go to the fractured shrines. So we can't go to ancient sewers. Is this ramparts? This is ramparts, and it's incentivized, which is kind of nice. Do we have any incentive to take another curse? We don't have incentives to take another curse, so I don't think we will. I think we will pivot to ramparts, because then we can go to concierge. And then we can go from concierge to fractured shrines, kill a myopic crow, pivot over to the sepulcher, and then take the Guardian's Haven door. And then from Guardian's Haven, go high peak, and then we'll be able to get almost everything on our list. That should work. Dope. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. And maybe we just re-roll our mutations here. So like, obviously, open wounds is going to be very good for this right now. And Porky-Pack is going to be dope because we'll be rolling through enemies with the Bladed Tonfa. That's cool. And no Mercy or Frostbite, so we'll just keep Killer Instinct in the mix here, and I think that's really good. And that's the bank, hey? Do I have any incentive to go feed the bank? I gotta feed the bank. And this actually works because it's a scary bank, but it'll do. We have to feed the piggy bank, and then on top of that, we want to try, and we're still trying to get a Vorpan or a Panchuck, and then we'll put those in the backpack. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. We're looking pretty good here. I think we'll be able to finish most of this. So poison and electricity. We'll likely have to replace the frontline shield with a thunder shield. And then maybe we can like roll poison onto, I don't know, any of our weapons, really. That's pretty sweet. Down. All right, Curse, let's not eat all 3 lives, shall we? Oh, that's interesting. There's a poison weapon. Huh. That's a poison weapon. Do we get rid of the shield, maybe? I think we get rid of the shield. Because now we've got a poison weapon. I mean, it's a poison item. Okay. This is odd, but it'll do. It's unconventional, but that's why, actually, that's why we wanted to do bingo. Kind of make me have to make some choices. that I'm not necessarily gonna be happy with. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Someone fell down here. Weirdo. All right, curse managed. Kind of awesome, actually. I really like the rolling through. Yeah, right? I really like that. Yeah, Porcupine is very much an underrated ability. I think people try and use it as intended more often than it should be used. Does that make sense? And I think it can be very interesting. Also, getting a carbine at all is kind of crazy. Okay, no weapon over 7,500. There's the Hayabusa! It's the Hayabusa. God damn it. All right, well, hey, you know what? We said we'd take the Hayabusa, and there it is. Goodbye, Bladed Tonfa. We loved you so much. Goodbye! And we have our Hayabusa. And... Hayabusa. Tragic. I might need to figure out what to do with my poison and electric item. That might be dead, unfortunately, as well, based on what we can and cannot get. Red. I guess it could be something poisonous. Oh, there's the poison. It's kind of dope. We do also want money, 25 grand. I mean, we're gonna be fine. We have lots of money here. It's kind of dope. We already have the poison weapon, though. I don't think it's the poison. The poison weapon isn't the problem, is it? It's the electrical weapon. Or electrical item. I don't think there's a single electrical... brutality item. Right, Mimic. Here's a question. We found a Mimic earlier in the run. Does that mean that there's no Mimic in here? Or does that mean that there are two possible Mimics on any given run? Man, those guys have so little health. A carbine grenade kills them. I mean, it's like kind of a weird usage of the Hayabusa, but you know what? That'll do. Next time I get this, we'll throw the gloves in the backpack. Ooh, that was kind of scary. Yeah, we got everything. 69, nice. Gotta find that piggy bank. Find the piggy. Could be anywhere. Okay, another weaponus. Here's a question. We wanted something electrical. Nothing else is poisonous, is it? That is tough. That's interesting. We just got rid of both of you. Okay, double damage fire. God, that's crazy. 240% if you've got corrosive cloud. That's wild. I mean, it's synergized as well with what we've got now, but that's crazy. All right. Yeah, nothing electrical for this, unfortunately. Shots explode into a toxic cloud. That's kind of cool. Wow. I always forget that those guys have an additional attack there. Jesus, bro. They have one additional attack that they can do without warning. Got to be careful. Okay, for real. Can you please mantle correctly, sir? A lot of fragments. So one thing that was kind of neat, so something I mentioned before, is that there's these like spheres of gold that appear in early BCs. And we always assumed that it was going up to 4 or 5 BC was where they stopped appearing. And I always assumed it was a BC thing. Well, the other day I made it so that my weapons were ++ maximum. And it turns out that that might actually be the weapon level, or the weapon tier might actually be the source of why those things don't appear anymore. Because once you go down to ++, oh, that was scary. Once you go down to ++, they start showing up again, which I thought was very strange. That could well be why those things disappeared. Man, where's that piggy bank, huh? Sure. All right. Ooh, we could actually add this, do this without losing any life as one of the challenges. That could be pretty good. It's not bad. You usually manage to do it, but occasionally it'll take a hit. That could actually be a good thing. Will have to be another one that's mutually exclusive with the bank itself. Interesting. A shield. A colorless shield. Oh, wait. Okay, I do still have a colorless item. I was a little scared there. Interesting. Poison electric. Nope. That's it. That's what we gotta do. That's the other thing I just realized is, yeah, I gotta keep the colorless item on. In order to be able to do the thing. So I might not be able to collect something else. Okay. GG. And is this it? Right here. Feed the piggy. Good job, buddy. You got it. All right. Boom. And we have our first bingo, actually. Our first bingo. Provided by feeding the piggy bank. Hell yeah. We'll go down to, maybe we'll buy a little... Can I buy... Oh, I can't buy cough syrup, actually. No cough syrup for this guy. Ooh, that's interesting. That's fine. We'll take the curse. $15 seems like a lot. Oh, there's a legendary. That's kind of exciting. Wonder what that's gonna be. Do legendaries count? Hey! Do legendaries count as colorless? What do you think? Oh, that's a rhythm and Bazaki. Oh my god, I had to wing that, or I had to do that based on intuition. That was a vibe roll. Hey, those guys are so scary. Holy moly. Ah. All right. 40% extra damage. That's a pretty sweet weapon. But I don't think we can take it. I don't think we can take it, right? Okay. Okay. He had a shield. That was kind of crazy. I was just above the shield, so I got hit by it. Man, maybe we end up buying a, okay, come on, guy. Yeah, maybe we end up just buying a flask here. Wow, we don't need to at all, actually. Oh! Hey. Holy moly, he's got a lot of health. Oh, that guy had so much health. Whew. Man, I might still buy. We are at the 25,000, aren't we? That's fine. You know what? We'll click on the 25,000 and we'll sacrifice a heal if we need to later. Pretty good. That's another bingo. That's two. That's two bingos. Okay. I think that's good enough. The bank. That was a little spicy, wasn't it? Yeah. That was a little spicy. I think we're good though. Nothing else for mimics. Kill the myopic. I guess we're looking for Vorpans now. We're looking for Vorpans. Yeah, it's good to see you. Hope you're well. Of course, here's the question. If I get a Vorpan, where does it go? Vorpan or a Panchuck. I might need to put Hayabusa gauntlets and boots and Vorpan and a Panchuck into the same. Yes. I might need to put them into the same category here. Right, that's the sets. That's the sets one. Let me just double check here. Gotcha, yes. Yeah, I might need to move these guys around. Because yeah, I've got weapon combos here that don't work well. I'm not going to mess with this right now because I think it requires a bunch of messing with, but I'm going to write it down. Let's see here. So we'll go weapons plus sets. Hayabusa. Exclusive. Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I need to like rearrange my groupings so that we end up with more consistent groupings, because I've got a lot of really good conditions here, but some of them just don't work together. And I mean, that's okay. Some of them are going to be like that, but I'm also a little surprised. Yeah, so we're there. So I might not be able to do Vorpan and Panchuck. That's how it is. It's all getting worked on live here. This is pretty good though. Like, we've got a pretty solid build overall. Where am I even going? Who am I fighting? Insufferable Crypt. Right, the Black Bridge. I don't want to go to Insufferable because we want to go. We want to clear that center tile. And in order to do that, or so he said to himself, give me a myopic crow, you know? Hey-ya! Got locked into the animation. That's okay. We didn't need that legendary anyway. Wow. Poison damage is not very good, huh? Embarrassing. Should have been flawless. All right. Don't want that. Don't care about that. Ooh, it's incentivized. Tragic, though. Could have been a contender. So we gonna go with the Fractured Shrines. Was it, though? Was it? I feel like it was a not good GG. It was a BG. That one's kind of iffy. All right, Crow. Stop it. The question is, why was that limited, though? Oh, I hear it. And there you go. Myopic Crow dead. Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. Super scary. Nice. Oh, that was perfect. I love that he got hit by the arrow there. Okay, take the curse, take the curse, take the curse. All right, another colorless item. Oh, it's the Vorpan! It's a poisonous Panchuck? Yo, there it is. That's crazy. What? All right. All right. Oh, man. All we got to do is take a magnetic grenade now. All we got to do is take a magnetic grenade and we're good. We got it. That's fantastic. I mean, it's not ideal, right, by any means, but that is dope. And now we have another bingo. Hell yeah. All right. That was dope. That was dope. And it's colorless. Gotta remember, this is not a ranged weapon. That was super scary. Okay, we're almost there. Don't die. Thank you. Okay. And that is a food, which is good. We're just not allowed to eat monsters. Sure. Yeah, it was a frame trap, unfortunately. Aha! Okay. Shit. That's my bad. Double my bad. So yeah, keep an eye out for the magnetic grenade. We want that. It's gonna take up one of our slots, but it'll mean that we have a full set, so. I mean, a legendary magnetic grenade would be amazing, of course, but. And not because a legendary magnetic grenade is good. In fact, the opposite. It might be one of the worst weapons in the game. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Hack? How you doing? Welcome back, my dude. Good to see you. How you been? Just doing a little bit of bingo. A little bingo for the kids. All right. Before we spend any money at our shop, Oliver Tree passing away. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I was very unfamiliar with his work. And what I heard of his music, I didn't care for. But it's always a tragedy when someone passes away, especially in a freak helicopter accident. That's a real weird one. Not really sure what's going on there. Skills. So remember, we're trying to... Now we have everything we need. So now we want an off-color magnetic grenade. I mean, we don't want it. A double damage off-color. That's actually delicious because I can have it, but it sucks. So we're going to replace the cluster grenade. There you go. And we have our poison and our electric item. So now we just need to open a trap chest, take the Guardian's Haven into the Sepulcher, and kill an elite demon along the way, and we have a full board. There you go. I mean, obviously we wish that our grenade was colorless so that it wouldn't be suck, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is the only thing that fulfills. No restrictions on doors? Okay, good. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. I don't know. I really don't think that people should be spending much time in helicopters. It seems like helicopter accidents are like weirdly common. Seems like weird. We'll go right. Yeah, I think one of the things that I did see come up about him specifically was that he was an artist who made music in many genres. And that made him utterly unique. Is that his catalog of music was... yeah, very extensive. As I said, I will say what I have heard of his music didn't really appeal to me. But maybe I just haven't heard the good stuff, or maybe I haven't heard, you know, the music that I am into or whatever. I guess that's it, hey? I mean, I guess technically we could get better Hayabusa stuff. Maybe, if it's cheap enough. Needs to be under 7,500. Oh, that's an upgrade. An 8 to a 9. That's not a great upgrade, but it's actually pretty baller. The stats are pretty baller. And I can afford it. All right, we'll take it. Yeah, all right. He dabbled in many genres. Oh, that was interesting. All right. Do I flask here? I feel like I flask. I feel like it's time. Let's reduce the malaise. Now, I've made the mistake before of going into a door as there were bombs directly outside that door. And you pretty much guarantee getting hit on the way back out. He started as a dubstep DJ. Really? That's interesting. I didn't know he started as a dubstep DJ as well. Ow. Damn, bro. Be cool. Yeah, it's always cool to see the stuff that you're working on. You seem to be very inspired by many different things. Okay, we want to go up because that's the end of the line. Pretty dope. Anything? Nope. Not today. Yeah, it's a shame legendaries were kind of a bust, but that's okay. How much money do I have? 33. I need 25 to maintain that square. All right. Maybe we'll just look to buy a flask in the... Yeah, we'll look to buy a flask in the final biome. Okay, let's go kill this guy. Oh, what? Interesting. Huh. That was wild because I was ducking at the time. And I still got hit by the thing. So, okay. That's fine, I guess. Oh my god. Bro, we're just tanking all the hits here. Okay. Was it a kick? I don't think so, because he had just appeared. Although, you know what? It might have been, now that I think of it. I just threw that right into the pit. Okay. Please die. Thank you. Absolutely savage. Holy. 2%, huh? I mean, I suppose... Yeah, I suppose I could buy food. There's no restriction on food, right? I just need to not eat monsters. I mean, I guess if this is monster bits, then we can't take it. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I think we gotta do it. I will never take a cough syrup. Okay, and this maintains my 25,000, so I will take it. And then I can't take that yet. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, it might have been a kick. I would be very sad if it was, but that's okay. Sepulcher. We're going Sepulcher. So we got to take the Guardian's Haven out of the Sepulcher. Still haven't found a trap chest, which is interesting. I'm kind of surprised. You would expect there to be more of them. So yeah, this is all dope. Shoots arrows. This is kind of whatever. We could roll this once, maybe. Try and get something cool on it. Oh, bleeding and poison. There we go. Still the arrows, but that's fine. This would be great in the main hand now. And then this guy, it's kind of whatever. It's got 2 dummy stats on it. Kind of, you know what? It's got the frozen. The frozen isn't great, but the frozen isn't terrible. Do I take a healing mutation now, maybe? Maybe we take a healing mutation. Get rid of Killer Instinct, maybe? Now that we have the magnetic grenade and bombs are a little bit less important. Or do we get rid of the Porky Pack? I feel like the Porky Pack is doing a very small amount of damage. And it's not, and we're not getting crits from the Hayabusa. So yeah, I think we go, okay. So I think we take open wounds. We don't care about Porky Pack. We keep Killer Instinct because we're all melee. That's pretty good. And then we take 1 healing mutation. Can't be anything that great. I guess Gastro is probably the play. Because you know what? If we run into monster food, then we can just eat that. Sepulcher is down here. But yeah, I'd be surprised if that was a kick because it was, it happened so fast after the down slam. The timing of it seemed like a log trap, but yeah, it could well have been that. There it is. A triple. That's pretty cool. Not what we need though. There's our curse. It's almost always at the start. Man, I can't believe we got a colorless Vorpan to like fill in the blanks. That is wild. I mean, GG's and all that, you know? Well done. Oh, that's something. It is not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that seems like a really, really short one. I think we missed a path to a shop, maybe? Nice. I'm good. I want to say better grenade, maybe. That's all I can really think about. Powerful grenade is an 11. It's already close. This is already double damage and level 9. Like, it's not good because we're not scaling. But yeah, I can't think of anything else. Level 9, I guess. We try and roll. Yeah, because it's got to be electricity, right? Yeah, it's got to be electricity. Level 10. We can go up one level. Not worth it. How many achievements? None. I've gotten 100% of those. That's been that's part of why we're doing these kind of randomizer / challenge runs. Is there any that you're working on that you're either struggling with or having a really fun time with? GG's. Woo. Nice. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that it's like incentivized. I always get so excited when it's incentivized. Because I'm just like, oh shit, there's such cool shit here. Wait, that guy have a star? He didn't have a star at all. Oh, this guy was just turning into an elite. I see. Man, it seems like a lot of melees, but it's not actually a lot of melees. Oh shit, nice. That's a rift. That's a rift. Hell yeah. Okay, scroll count's pretty good. Feeling solid with it. All right, what do we get? It is a dope amulet, but we need to have downward smash. So sadly, while I would on a normal run, I'd probably take this because burn on the ground is dope. It's like free. Right. Free elemental damage is always nice. Sadly, we are restricted. Nope. It's not where we wanted to go. GG's. Ooh, back to the light. Hey-ya. Wait. Stop it. Man, those guys are relentless, eh? Once they get a sight in sight, it's just non-stop. Non-stop. Okay, I was gonna say we have a curse in here, but I guess we already took care of that. I am gonna warp back and to the left there. I suspect it's gonna take us to the door. I think this takes us to the gate, but nope, I was wrong. That's another thing we could consider, but actually no, because it wouldn't fit in our loadout. Rip. Let's see here. Truth be told, the atmospheric trap stuff is a collab with an atmospheric DMB artist named Micro Mecha. So, not to rain on your parade, but I think Micro Mecha uses AI. I think Micro Mecha is pretty much an AI musician. They at least use it to create ideas. They're the kind of artist that puts out like a mix a week. They've been making music for like 2 or 3 years, and they have like 60 albums on Bandcamp. And I just can't in good conscience believe that that kind of output is gonna be something that's not coming from AI generated content. I just don't think people make music like that. There were a few other red flags as well when I looked through their music, because I was really enjoying their stuff for a bit, and I was like, man, this all sounds so good, and it's so consistent, and it's really it's really, really consistent. And then once you see they've got like 60 albums out in like 2 years, it's like, that's just not possible. No person does that. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. I might be incorrect, but the conclusion I drew after looking at their catalog was that they were not making music in good faith. I guess we're looking for a better Hayabusa boot at this point. Maybe. A Hayabusa. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, please do your own research. I don't want to like rain on your parade. And as I said, I might be wrong. But I specifically remember no longer listening to his music or their music, because I don't know. Based on the conclusion I had come to. I don't know, man. Anyone that puts out 60 albums in like a couple of years is just like, it's just not possible, you know? Yo, how's the bingo? It's okay. You're watching the bingo right now. We're bingusing as we speak. There's more bingus on the way as well. We're doing good though. So far, so good. I'm very pleased. Yeah, no, we managed to do just about everything on the card. Have 2 pets and have 2 grenades was mutually exclusive, so I was trying to figure out whether I should make those separate. But, or keep them separate or not. Viper did it. Viper, I'm not familiar with Viper. What I do know, I know the Viper I know of is, a record label that makes drum and bass. That's the Viper that I'm familiar with. Yeah, we only have 1 or 2 things left here. I need to find a trap chest. I don't know what is going on with this trap chest situation. It's just not a thing. 2 and 1, that's not what we want, although it did have the fix we were looking for. That is monster guts. I'm gonna keep that until we leave so we can bring that with us to the boss fight. He's a rapper out of Texas. He was a pretty big meme. Oh, gotcha. He's a meme guy. Purely because of his music and how much of it was released. Like, here, to give you context, The only artist that I'm familiar with that has put out as much music as someone like Micro Mecha claims to have made is Caliber. There's a drum and bass artist named Caliber, and he's one of these guys where he has made an immense amount of music. Like, if I hadn't met him, I would think he was a computer. Like, it's insane. That kind of output is not just prolific, but like yeah, it's like, I don't even understand how somebody can make that much music. I will unfortunately not be taking that either. No, nothing. I like the 15%. I will recycle this for the damage boost, because I think we're right here at the end at this point. Scary. Viper released 347 albums in a single year. That sounds like someone who's like, I don't want to say he's like making shit up, but to me that sounds like someone who's riding technicalities. Like, is it, and you know, maybe that's just the cynic in me, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's an album a day for an entire year, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, was it all garbage? There's no way you could make, mix, master, and release that many albums, right? Like, perhaps he collaborated with people. Like, what's the technicality that makes that possible? You know what I mean? What's the technicality? We're gonna go and eat this as well so we can have another damage boost. Because I have a really hard time believing that someone can release that much music and have it not just be like garbage loops that sound terrible. Like, how much of it was real music? You know what I mean? Exactly. Metal Pipe Falling Down, album 57, 400 tracks. So I think that's it, right? We're good? Yeah, we're good. Still no trap chests. All right. That's how it goes. And I don't know. I don't want to be a cynic. I like to believe in good faith and all that. But yeah, that does seem. The funny thing would be to ask AI if he used AI. Just like ask Gemini. Be like, hey Gemini, did he actually make this many albums? Because I'm having a real hard time believing that. I think we're good. I don't want to die here, but not pure albums. There were splits and EPs. To 19 releases is where I stand, and I mean that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Okay, that was pretty good. Shit. Rip. Rip. Legendary. That's okay. And there it is. No flawless, but that's okay. There you go. Guardians is done. Anyway, as I said, all that to say, I don't want to like shit on it. You know, I don't want to like shit on anybody's parade or anything, but or rain on anybody's parade. Let's say that. That's a little less offensive. But it's really hard to believe, you know, someone's putting out quality music. You know, like 347 albums to me is someone chasing a Guinness World Record, not someone like genuinely making good music. All right, so interesting. Let's take a look at our choices. Infested shipwreck. Kill an elite demon, though. So we gotta go. I don't remember if the distillery has stuff. I think we have to go either Dracula's castle or High Peak. I think we're gonna do High Peak because I know there are demons there. I always forget where else there are demons. The caverns, I guess. Caverns has demons as well. All right, and I think at this point we can't buy anything, pretty much. Well, actually, we might be able to buy a thing. Those are different. And there you go. I really wish this demon was... Yeah, I really wish that demon was fine. It's, you know what? It's fine. We'll run into a... We'll run into a demon, an elite demon somewhere in this level. Somewhere along the lines, right? Gotta check to see if this is that room. It is not, in fact, the room with the good stuff. We could have no lore rooms as a condition. That could work pretty well. Because lore rooms will often have treasure in it that we like. So this little guy. I wonder if we can, like... Now, see, I don't have any melees right now, so we're not going to get anything from that. It's kind of dicey. I actually had to think about that. Bleeding. Right. Nice. Oh, I hate that. Okay, good. That was kind of great. He was getting pulled up towards the magnetic grenade through the spikes. Let's keep our castle straightforward. The record space for a human being producing a brand new original album is something like 4 hours when I looked it up. Not sure how accurate that is. So it's not even a question of like whether it's accurate or not. My main thought is like, okay, like sure, technically it's music, but like, and I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different, but I do think there should be like some, like, what's the metric here? Is it like you bounced down a bunch of stems and called it songs? Or is it like you mixed, mastered, produced, and released in a single day? I just feel like it just feels like chasing technicalities, I think. At least that's the impression I get when I think about putting an album out in a day, a single day. And all that to say, I don't think I'm necessarily someone who would be able to do it either, right? Oh, nice. Well done. Well done. I'm not even mad. Maybe it's time we take a flask. Or maybe I just don't play like a moron. That'll be good too. Should probably just take the flask though. Get a slight buffer going, or you know, maybe not run past the demon. That would probably be a good idea. Don't bait them out. I just want to make sure that we get an elite. It's kind of scary. Don't want to waste a flask either, you know. Yeah, you can technically do a thing, and that's why it feels like someone who's chasing a Guinness World Book of Records thing, as opposed to making something meaningful in good faith. 29 actually worked out really well. Sure. Man, we're running out of level here and it's a little scary. Malaise cleared, huh? That's not what we wanted. Really trying to fish for elite demons here, but that's food. We'll take it. Bro, what? How was he attacking? He was just like, he was attacking before I even came through the wall. Like I went into his like combo halfway through. All right, maybe it is time to heal. Damn. If we're getting cooked like this. All right, I am not gonna grab those yet. Damn, dude. That was bunk. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna heal. We're just gonna do it. Trying to think if there's anything else that I would even bother picking up. And I won't be able to upgrade my gear at all once we hit the final level either. No trap chests yet either. We might just not get a trap chest through bad RNG. Or I shouldn't say bad RNG, but just RNG in general. Yeah, not a single elite demon so far. I mean, my malaise is pretty much cleared, isn't it? Hopefully this is the trap chest, and it is not. Bummer. Oh, okay. Bitches. It's okay. Yeah, no, all right. Oh, and we're not going to get more malaise. So unless we luck out and there is an elite guy in here. That is takeable. Oh, more food. That's nice. Finally. You were supposed to be a demon. You were supposed to be a demon. Hilarious. Can he eventually brute force? No, he cannot. So downward attack smash, that's kind of cool. Plus 15, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, that's it. I guess we don't get the demon door. Wow. Savage. Skills, I guess, that's as good as this gets, so it doesn't matter. The elite doesn't matter without the trash chest to finish it, so the horizontal line was borked already. Yeah, it's true. We still want to try and get as many as we can. Let's get the damage buff. Actually, really pleased that I took... Yeah, really pleased that we took that mutation. That worked out well. All right. One more scroll, that's good. Yeah, we try, but it's just, you know, even without the even without that line, we did pretty good. I'm very pleased that we got so much. I mean, we have one last chest in the Astrolab. We have one last chest in the Astrolab, so hopefully, yeah, not bad, right? Yeah, that's it. All right. Wait, are there demons in the Astrolab? There are not, are there? No, because there's other enemies in the Astrolab. So that means we gotta kill it. Kill the board. Rip. Man, that's so unfortunate that we didn't manage to do that. And then this last one's kind of RNG as well, isn't it? I'm stoked we managed to get all of the equipment, though. The equipment worked out. That was shocking. I think we'll be fine. And then 2 extra fragments, kind of whatever. Is there Astro Boy? If only. I mean, you could technically consider the what is it called? The librarian to kind of be an Astro Boy. Okay. Ah! Oh! Oh yeah! Shit. Rip. Ah, oh, so close. Son of a bitch. Robbed of that final legendary. That's okay. I should have known and I should have dodged to the left. Should have dodged to the left. That's on me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd love to remake the like the type of enemies in the biomes. That would be pretty sweet. We don't want anything else. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, we should probably just roll the double damage off since the double damage is nothing. There you go. Now we basically don't have double damage incoming. I should have thought of that before. That's really obvious now, but that's okay. All right, 75 grand. We have so much money right now that we'll be able to buy everything in the food shop. Couldn't take that anyway, right? Level 12 gear max. Actually, no, level 12 gear is fine. Interesting. That's barely a restriction. Maybe I get rid of that. Here's our last chest, and it is not a trapped chest, tragically. There you go. There's our bingo board. Let's finish it up. How many lines did we end up getting there? I imagine a decent amount. We got most of them. I'm glad we went with the middle board too, because the middle board is really, or the middle of the board, that's the one that really defines whether, excuse me. It's a scary combo. I always forget how bad slammers and magnetic grenades are. It's not a good combo. Yeah, I think I will remove level 12 max gear from the list. I think it's a little too generous. Yeah, I think level 12. I think level 12 max gear is a little bit too generous. I think level 11 max gear is good. I've got max level 9, 10, and 11. And the main reason for that is we ran into a problem on one of our last runs where the number was low. I had it initially at level 4, and then it's like you have to basically create your build in the first level, and it didn't work. But in theory, oh, there you go. That's kind of cool. We could replace. No, we can't. Don't replace anything. Just get better versions. Come on, Adam. You've already got a system that works. It looks like we didn't actually need anything. Hey, both of our stats are out in the level. I'm gonna go with that. That was hilarious. Nice. Kind of scary. Where the hell did he come from? Sure. One of my favorites that forces us to do something difficult is there's two of them around the apex key. One of them is have the apex key, meaning you have to take it. And the second is that you have to use the apex key, which means you not only have to take it, but then you also have to make use of it. And I really like that, because normally I do avoid interacting with the apex key if possible. And this kind of forces us to manage the apex key challenge, which I've since figured out how to do consistently. But damn, yeah, it's a tough one for sure. Funny enough, actually, the Vorpan is kind of, or the Panchuk is kind of amazing. That's a carrot. I'm gonna leave that because we might take a damage bonus with us to the. Yeah, we might take a damage bonus with us. Oh, this is a weird shaped level. That's cool. I like it. Hey, there's a 60 kills. That's nice. And a cherry. Yeah. All right. So That's actually pretty good. So we'll buy one of those. We never buy that. I can buy that later. And I probably will so I can recycle the other 2 items. Come on, buddy, bring it. And of course, we are still looking for a challenge rift if one will show up. Back to the pit. Man, he paused there, huh? He waited. He knew. All right, there's our last key. We are going to complete the tower first and then get all this stuff at the very end. Nice. The freeze is really, really good. That's okay. So many doors. Ah, that's a weird spot. How do you even get to that? That's so interesting. Huh. How does that even work? I've never seen that before. It's a pointless warp. And you can't get past it because of the nature of the warp. It's behind a electricity wall. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Holy. That was rough. Oh, don't tell me. We gotta do the whole level again. Oh no. All right. That's a disappointment. That combination of enemies was fucked though. Oh man. That sucked. We had it coming, I suppose. Jeez. How rude. Okay. Again, but better. Right, I keep forgetting the tower's on this side this time. It's kind of neat. Here, catch. Alrighty, and with so much health too. So much health. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do there. I am gonna go. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And I don't think we ended up getting any items, did we? Right. Nothing, eh? Yeah, I didn't think so. Absolutely brutal. Fun fact, you can catch those guys with the homunculus. I don't do it very often because it's kind of risky, but it certainly is a fun thing to do. And yeah, we don't need that. So close too, man. I mean, on the plus side, we know where things are. Imagine a movie to game thing where you have Groundhog Day. The game is a roguelite game. Makes me think of a few other games that are a little bit like that already. Hey, oh, yeah, it's fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's go to the food shop. Let's just not. Man, it's a shame about this guy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, because it's like, what is he trying to do? He's trying to do news stuff. He's like a news guy, isn't he? And it's the, I was gonna call him Mulligatawny. That's not right. Mulligatawny Phil. All right, so we can eat this. We'll grab this, and then we can't buy that. Cool. Just get the healing now. So in case we get punked. Jeez, that was kind of scary. He was locked in. Right, I can't attack through walls. What am I doing? Man, I really like the Hayabusa gloves. They're a lot of fun. They're just a fun weapon to use. All right, so what's next? The tower, I suppose. Yeah, it all depends on what you'd want to do in that game, I suppose. Like, what are the daily tasks that you got to do? I gotta say, Killer Instinct, I've been sleeping on Killer Instinct for a while, I think. Like, I'm able to do grenades constantly because of this thing. It's kind of dope. And way more grenades than I expected. All right, so there was one big scary group right at the end there, huh? Is it gonna kill that guy? It didn't even kill him. Get out of here. That was kind of scary. Hey, look here. I'm willing to wait, but it's not forever. Oh, the quad! That's crazy. The quad. See, so reveals invisible enemies. That's one of the affixes on that set of quads. You know, Tainted Flask might have been good for this run as well. All right, I think that's it. So now we go back down. We grab all our stuff. So our last, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. All right. Hell yeah. It's not bad, right? Hey, Guillaume. All right, so we grab one stack. It may not be much, but it is something. It is an extra scroll. There you go. We've got 2 flasks, 2 stacks. We should be fine, right? Yeah, and unfortunately, it was kind of RNG that the demon didn't work out. I mean, I could have brute forced higher melees by just sitting there. Although that's always really scary. All right. Yeah, pretty good. What do we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bingos. We got 5 bingos. 54 enemies here. We did not get the kill streak this time. We did get everything else though. You know what? Maybe we roll off our things here. No mercy and no frostbite are our only conditions here. So I think we'll go with open wounds. We'll go with, what else did I have there? Killer Instinct was dope, but it's pretty much nothing. So I'm gonna say Porcupack and melee, maybe? Sure. Let's do that. Oh. 59 minutes. We're just slightly behind. That's not the worst. Oh, there you go. Hide and seek. Hide and seek game. All right. Hey, yeah. There we go. Just get that combo going. Because that first hit is what we want. We want that first big flurry. It's not bad. All right. Certainly not going to be flawless. But we did it. GG's. With 5 bingos on the board. And let's say 2 things that were RNG. I think we did pretty well. 5 out of a possible 12. And it really does show you how quickly you lose bingos with even 1 or 2 squares missing. But we did it. We did pretty well here. 5 out of 12 is pretty darn good. It seems like, because even 1 bingo kills 2 lines, or one box kills 2 lines, and 2 boxes can kill up to 5 lines. So, hell, if you lose the middle box, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines on its own. So that's a really, really bad one to lose. But we did it. 1 hour and 1 minute. Hell yeah. GG's. That, my friends, is all the time we're going to have for today. It was a bit of a short one. I got to get myself back into traffic. We're doing some driving. Going to pick up the wife. But that was a lot of fun. We do have 2 successful runs this weekend on Saturday. If you guys want to check out the VOD, it is here on Twitch. I'm going to be editing those VODs and putting them up as YouTube videos. But for the time being, just wanted to make sure we do a little bit more work here because we're still kind of ironing out the kinks. There are still going to be some combinations that are not going to be compatible, and that's okay. I do think I want to make a few of the things show up 100% of the time. And while I don't mind not having a door issue, because there are some of them that make it so that we can't take up or below certain doors. And of course, the issue there is if I also then need to go through a pathway that goes through that door, now I'm screwed and I have to kill the lines. So then it becomes kind of pointless. So I'm considering maybe backing off on that one a little bit. But that being said, we are having a great time. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of the week. It's Monday. Go do great things. I will see you fine people on... When will I see you? I will see you guys on Wednesday. We'll do it again. I don't think we'll be doing Dead Cells for Wednesday, but I'm very much looking forward to playing some more variety with you guys. I have a couple of new scary games. Perhaps we can take a look at a couple of new roguelites. I don't think I have any obligations right now for games that I need to be playing, but I do have a few. Mouse PI I'd still like to finish, although I do find it kind of daunting. I feel like it's going to be multiple days. But that being said, we still have to go back to Twilight Monk. And so these 2 are kind of the big ones right now that I want to go back to for our variety. So either a Metroidvania or an FPS. Maybe we'll do a vote or something in the chat on Wednesday morning. But I'll be back 8 a.m. We'll do it all over again, but better. Let's find someone to raid, and I gotta go and find someone to pick up. And by someone, I mean my wife, because she's gonna be pissed if I'm not picking her up. Because you know how it goes, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna drop you guys off with a lovely human being by the name of Halion. He does a lot of Hades too. He is basically the best Hades player. He's the best Hades streamer, I think, in the world. I know that there's people with better world records and stuff, but he plays it all the time in the same way that I play Dead Cells. He plays Hades, and he's very, very good. So go and check him out. If you don't know him, you'll be in for a treat. He's an absolute delight. One of my favorite streamers on this platform. That's why we rate him all the time. Thanks again, as always, for the support. We're getting close to that sub goal. Once we hit 50, we'll set up a Nintendo Switch Day for you guys, and we'll be able to play some Mario, Tetris, F-Zero, whatever you guys want to play with me. I'll make myself available. So go and do stuff. I'll see you guys later. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks again, and bye-bye.